All right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special fifth weekly Metroid Prime 2 Echoes race. Joining me on commentary, we've got Tivi for first appearance, I would say.
Hello. Looking forward to it. I love these settings. I can't wait to see how this pans out.
So I've not seen the settings, I've only know like little snippets of the settings.
Oh my gosh, they're ridiculous. So we're going to have an Echo Visor start, Shuffled Scan Visor, increased Dark Roll damage even when you're wearing your Dark Suit, and some other goodies amongst there.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah. Reasonable trick settings, nothing like ridiculous there. We've got 8 at beginner, but everything else is, disabled. But I'm really nervous about the whole almost double dark roll damage while you're using your dark suit.
Okay, so is Various Suit the same damage level as it would be, but Dark Suit's been scaled up a little bit? Is that
As
the deal?
I'm looking at the numbers here, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know the absolute default values, but Dark Aether damage is going to be 6.8 in Varia Suit, 2.3 in Dark Suit. I think the Dark Suit is about double damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like it, yeah, that's quite scary. So what you're saying is we don't want to see Dark Suit unless it's in the crate of GFMC, so we can just take it and get Light Suit at the same time?
I guess. So, I mean, Dark Suit's always going to be better regardless of, what else you've got going on. Like, the Dark Suit's still going to be an improvement.
Yeah.
But it's just not going to be nearly as helpful as it usually is. Like, it's going to be, I don't want to say half effectiveness, that's not quite right, but usually it protects you for, you only take 1 damage a second in Dark Roll, but now you're going to take 2 and some change.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Ooh, the boys are getting underway.
Yes, our runners are Op82 and Crash Boom Bang, who you've seen on the channel many times before. We're getting a random start as well, Aegon Waste. Starting with bombs as well by the looks of it.
Oh, did I miss that? I must have missed that. Oh, random starting items. They have up to 1 random starting item, so I guess it's their bombs.
So it's very bizarre starting with Echo Visor. It's such a cool concept.
It's very intimidating, I think.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to look at than, say, a thermal visor, but...
100%. I would definitely say that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the other added difficulty as well is you kind of struggle to see where the beacon, the light bubbles are.
Oh, that's true! Oh my gosh, yeah.
So they're having to navigate almost blind here, like literally using the echo and just trying to remind themselves where the
that's a
light
space
bubbles are.
jump. Look at that space jump there. Oh, that's going to be helpful eventually. Oh, they're going to need their spider first, aren't they?
Yes.
Oh no.
Dark Aether's atmosphere is dangerous, who knew?
It stands to reason that it might be a little dangerous.
Just a wee bit. Yeah.
Not that you can tell because you can't see, but you know what I mean.
Yep. So we're going... I'm terrible with Echo's room names. I can only remember like half of them, especially with the fact you've got double room names because of the Light and Dark World. But Op is traversing Jump Guardian's pit. This is Judgment Pit, is it?
That sounds right. I'm also terrible with Echo's room names. I struggle with Prime 1s for that matter, but Echoes I really, really fight with those.
Yeah, so Op's heading towards Jump Guardian. Probably going to head for Amorbus's Broom Closet first before doing the Jump Guardian fight. Whereas Crash looks as if he's pottering around a little bit. I know that he was at the portal site for a little bit. Doesn't look like anything of interest was seen in that direction so far. You know, I think a kind of interesting way of playing this would literally just to be going around in Morph Ball. So
yeah, because then you can see.
Yeah. You get infinitely more vision as a Morph Ball.
And I imagine that combat visor is not really considered required, right? So it could be shuffled just about anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the logic works with combat visor or how many things specifically need combat visor. I know that when it comes to certain puzzles require you to have like power beam, for example. So if you chose to shuffle that instead of your visors, then you would actually need power beam for some puzzles. But I don't know about combat visor if it's necessary.
I really don't think so, because like I don't believe that combat visor does anything except for just let you see while you're fighting, right?
Yeah.
There just is no combat visor. Oh, is that right?
Oh, it's completely gone. That's even better.
Oh my gosh.
So we're blind as a bat, except when we're a ball. Roger.
Oh, Goleth is right. It's just not in there at all, is it? Oh my, why would you do why would you do this?
So it looks like both of our players are going for Jump Guardian at the moment. Op is very risky on that hill, sitting around. Oh, there we go. We got a nice gold probably in there. I think he jumped from like 12 health up to 109. I'm not sure, but I think, was it Dark Beam that was in the broom closet?
I missed it. I didn't catch it.
We'll get a double check here on Crash's side when he heads to it. Yeah, it looks like Dark Beam. You can see the outline of the cannon. That nice ice beam.
Yes. Gosh, is that where it was?
So to me, that kind of suggests like an item at the. I can never remember which storage is what, or in cache is what in cache, but the one right at the front of Aegon where you would take the elevator on the light side.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're probably bound to see something in there.
It's that or Jump Guardian, I guess at this point. Their options are kind of tied otherwise.
In cache 4, thank you. So I'm not sure, like, what exactly is. I can see that the Dark Beam has maximum ammo on pickup, so that's.
I think they have innate just unlimited ammo. I think I could be wrong about that. No, it's not.
Yeah, I can see on the counter it's definitely going down.
Maybe it just starts. Maybe their beams just give them 150 ammo right off the rip.
Yeah.
No, more than that because Crash has 250.
Yeah, maybe I think it just gives max.
And then, well, there's still split beam ammo expansions according to the item pool, but maybe they're not real. Maybe that's not actually a thing.
They might just be fillers, so it'll be like wee top-ups potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's important. That's that spider. Oh, that's gonna get them the space jump.
Yep, that's going to get us some shoes. So Op is immediately going to go for that.
That's massive. That's very helpful. It's basic. I mean, if you think about it, it's almost vanilla jump. Or excuse me, almost vanilla space jump.
It is actually, yeah.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close.
You're a single room away with an item in between. Yeah, it's probably as close as you could get.
Vanilla adjacent.
So Crash will be happy to see his Spider Ball coming up when he gets through this slug. It seems that taking down Jump Guardian must be a little bit more difficult on this setting, because Op was there for a while just ensuring that he was getting the shots in.
I don't know if I'd be able to keep track quite as well of how many shots I fired off. Having to like juggle all this other stuff, not being able to see, not being able to tell when the portal's about, or not, excuse me, when the safe zone is about to give out, and just, I don't know, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So
scan visor's an interesting one.
Oh, that's lovely. They can see. They can see. Without becoming ball, they can see.
So as we all know, Scan Visor is useful in gathering information and it is not very good at much else in this game.
It's good at gathering color information now.
Yep. It's good at seeing. It's good at having eyes for today.
Yeah, yeah.
So yep, Op is just navigating himself through the dark version of Mining Plaza.
What do you think? They're going to head to Light World now? They've got their scan visor? They have the ability to get back to the Dark World if they want to with their Dark Beam?
Yeah, I think heading back probably is a good shout. Trying to think. Yeah, because I don't think they have much other progress because they don't have supers to go through like Warrior's Walk, and there isn't really any other offshoots they can take. So I think they are limited to going back to Light World and traversing from there.
Well, they'll have a bunch of options now, at least.
Yep. Yeah, it's really awkward just because you can't see anything. You can barely see the outlines of things.
And even then, it's intermittent.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not great.
Like if you have to do some platforming or do some like exceptional standable terrain, you're barely going to see what it is you're landing on.
I imagine this is going to make Dark Visor a very attractive option.
Our Beam uses light ammo and Annihilator only uses dark ammo now. Okay, so that explains as to why Power Beam was constantly being charged, because I don't think...
That's bizarre. Okay, well that would be why it took as long as it did. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So Crash will be picking up Spider Ball, should hopefully be heading towards their space jump boots, while Op is checking the Crossway equivalent item.
It's probably worth having a
Not Crossway.
peek. Oh, that's an amber.
Yeah, we will be soon reading some orange. Good color, I hear.
Oh, it's gonna be a... It's impossible to know how useful it's actually going to be yet, though. We've got those randomized translator gates. So, I mean, hints are important, yes. But also, like, what's it going to give us access to is still a really big question mark.
Mm-hmm. Right, so time for some peace and quiet in the light world. None of this dark world business. For Op, at least.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to tell a difference.
Yep. For us, it's fine. You know, I would probably make the statement of just walking around in Scan Visor all day as much as I could.
Absolutely agree. It makes it a little fussy because you have that little bit of magnified area at the center of the screen. I find that gives me difficulties with navigating, at least in terms of like doing precise jumping and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. However, choosing between being able to see and being able to see too well, take what you can get, I guess.
See is a good statement, yeah. Right then, so Crash got their space jump boots and picked up Scan Visor, I believe. Yep. You can see it on the tracker and the in-game HUD.
Well, he has just a little bit of catching up to do, but he'll be just fine. It looks like his routing's turning out to put him in exactly the same place at almost the same time.
Yeah.
Just have to see where he goes from there.
I think it's one of these situations where with the early Dark World traversal, you kind of want to take that nice and easy just to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
So being cautious at this first hurdle is a very good idea. Op managed to snag a wee E-tank behind our fallen Luminoff brother.
Oh, does he have the... No, he doesn't. I was hoping that he had the wasp layer, but I guess he's got to deal with the pirates first to get that going.
Don't think he scanned the red key to figure out which one it is, though.
I didn't catch him scan it either. Like, I saw him look at it. Maybe he decided it wasn't worth the oh, unlimited missiles.
Oh, baby.
We like those.
But maybe ammo is irrelevant now.
Well, a third of our ammo is irrelevant, I guess.
Oh, this is going to be really awkward as well. Because it looks like a missile, I think.
I couldn't tell what that was at all.
I could barely see the outline, but I think it's a missile that was in Mining Plaza. It's one of those awkward things. Yeah, it's one of those awkward things where the entire object is blue for being scannable, which completely makes it difficult to see what's actually behind it. But I think it's a missile.
Temple Transport Emerald. So that's going to be like the half pipe area? Yeah?
I can never remember which way it works. Does that take us into the temple, or is that taking us where they
Oh gosh. If it's taking us into the temple, that's the one where you need to come at it from the other side. You have to come from the interior.
I think so.
I'm not sure though.
It's the one with the save station and the item underneath it.
Oh, is that Emerald?
I think that's Emerald, yeah. Because Amber's the one with the light block that you can only do from the inside.
Oh, is that Amber? Okay, okay.
Yeah. So if that is the elevator that takes us into Great Temple, then it'll be the save station side with the item.
Well, that's
if it's
actually
taking
good.
us out towards the half pipe and Sky Temple grounds, then it's a little harder to work with. So Op getting his first key to the bug ball. We may see a Chica this evening. Hard to say. No info, obviously, yet.
Well, that's Torvis Key 2 that's in there.
Yep.
Well, we can hope that Chica has nothing for us, but...
Early keys always give you that kind of hesitation.
Yeah. Of course, we don't even know how to get the Torvis yet, so... all that's kind of up in the air still.
Yep. So we are in Mining Tunnel. Op spies an E-Tank that he's keenly interested in.
Can't blame him.
Yep. Now it looks like Crash is going to do the same standable climb on the War Wasp nests and get himself 1/3 of a bug ball invite. Sand cache is emerald locked. Ah, that's interesting to know.
No signs of an emerald translator yet, so probably a ways out for us, unfortunately.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing. So opening up the access to the front of labs, will Crash go into labs? Or is he going to follow suit? It looks like he's just going to follow.
Yeah. I think I agree with that play. Mom Guardian's probably the right way to go right now.
Yep. So how do you tell if Bomb Guardian is vulnerable when you can't? You just take pot shots and hope you see the wee damage flash?
You just hope.
So it looks like Op's going with the dark beam freezing method, which is quite nice to do. Granted,
oh, it's clever.
Yeah, it's hard to see the tail, or you can't see the tail, so you just need to time it in your head.
I didn't know that was even an option. That's great.
Yeah, so when you shoot Bomb Guardian with the charged dark beam, it freezes it. And then eventually you'll start to see it kind of glow as it's trying to break out. And if you shoot it again with another charged dark, you refreeze it. And you can just stun lock it, essentially.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's so convenient.
Yeah. Was that missile launcher from Bomb Guardian? We already started with missiles, didn't we? Or did we just find a pack of missiles somewhere?
I guess we found this. Something that's funny about the item pool is there are 18 missile launchers.
Oh, launchers are missile pluses, right? Okay, that makes sense. So what Sean was saying is the missiles have been tweaked to kind of mirror what Metroid Dread does. So a missile expansion is 2 missiles, I believe, whereas missile launchers are
Oh.
10 missiles.
Oh, I like that then. That's fun.
So nothing at the Aegon energy controller outside of a missile pack, so it looks like Op is going to head into Pirate Labs. These two poor pirates are just having a nice wee coffee break, and some lady just walks up and shoots an explosive canister out of nowhere. Talk about work hazards.
Probably an OSHA violation somewhere in there.
Yep. And here comes the heavy security to go, no, you can't be doing that. And Samus is just like, nah, this is my party. She's got her headphones in, just running all the way through. So Crash working his way on Bomb Guardian, trying to figure out which side is the right side. It looks like he's got the tail end pretty perfectly here. Or it's hard to tell, actually.
Well, at least you get the visual feedback when you hit, but it's hard to tell when it's actually vulnerable.
Oh, there we go, there we go.
And Crash has the same strat in mind.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And that is Super Missile in Pirate Lab's main foyer under
Oh, that's
the grates.
Oh, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. That's
Yep.
access to, I guess, Battleground at this point.
Yep, Warriors Walk in Battleground, which is a very scary thought. Heading straight back into the Light World, potentially. Dark World, sorry.
Well, that does make it a lot less scary to poke around in dark labs, at least.
True. Command Center, yes, Garble, thank you. I'm gonna make up a bunch of names for all these rooms that I don't remember.
I get so much grief for calling Hall of the Elders Throne Room, so I'm right there with you.
Logically, we need a suit for Battleground, but Warriors Walk is open. Yeah. At least the logic looks as if it wants us, or potentially wants us, to start moving that direction. But I would be 100% in agreement with the players taking all the time to kind of check the Pirate Labs for as much as they can before doing that. And getting another wee tank to top up. Missile-related upgrade in the floating in cache and the dark equivalent of this room. Op heading back into the foyer, but this time he's not skulking around in the vents. I'm going to stick with that name and run with it. Oh, who is this lady with the creepy long toes?
Oh, it's Sammy D.
Sammy D?
Sammy D.
Cool dude's just working away on his homework and just gets shot in the back. Right, so Crash gets the super missiles. So I wonder if Crash is going to deviate or follow suit.
It's looking like a very similar pathing choice.
Right, so we're heading towards the vanilla dark beam room. The storage D, I think it is. I want to say storage D because D is alliteration with dark beam. It would make sense.
I don't think that's how they went about naming those, but you know what?
100% it isn't, but it works for dark beam, I believe.
Yeah.
Op being rumbled. Sammy D is getting some payback for those poor pirates that got blown up at the door gate.
Do you suppose Sammy D actually minds what happens to the pirates all that much? I mean, she is kind of in here just blowing up all their stuff.
Yeah, she's probably more a disgruntled contractor at this point. Can't use supers yet, by the way. Oh, what's the condition on super missiles?
Oh, that's bizarre.
They require light ammo. Oh, okay, that's an interesting one. Oh, because it's a power. So because power beam uses light ammo, super missile being the charge combo would also require light ammo.
That makes sense.
That's just disgusting.
I kind of hope that the boys are aware of that and they don't head all the way over there to a super door and just find that, oh.
I would definitely feel bad. So it looks like Crash is deviating and going the other direction around this closed loop. So these two are going to probably cross over somewhere in the middle of this.
I don't know, I think this is probably the right play. I like the number of checks that you can get by going right instead. Just like in terms of like time investment. You know, put off Sammy D unless you actually have to fight her.
Yeah, because there's the opportunity of finding, say, a power bomb in storage B.
And just making it free, yeah.
But yeah, getting a power bomb could have made that far quicker. Ooh, cobalts and storage D. Why? That was confusing there. Everything just went a very bright shade of blue.
Echoes is a stable piece of software.
Alright, so combat visor, not combat visor, cobalt visor. For Op, Op's going to get this Luminoff hint. Dark Oasis is a key of some sort.
Ooh, I hope that's not an important key. Ooh,
I
gosh. Oh, do you?
The viewers want to see the cursed keys. So it looks like Crash is setting up the... Oh, I never remember. It's bio something something room. He's setting up the puzzle so he can get this cannonball at the top.
Bioenergy something. Yeah, production. There we go. Gallup's got it. Oh, for a cannonball. Oh, for a cannonball. Uh-oh. Do we want that now? I'm worried that that's going to get wasted.
Ash wants it now. So we'll see if that's a good decision. Then again, I guess that there aren't really much in the way of cannons left to use now that you are this far in to Aegon. The only cannons you're really going to have some bother with is the ones that traverse Sand Canyon, but without light beam, we can't even get there. So, yep, our two runners are going to be crossing paths here in this big laser grid.
Oh, they're going to do a little high five?
Yep.
Aww. What if we bumped morph balls in the laser pit?
Now, the question I've always asked myself is, why do pirates keep making these weird tunnels that are exactly the same size as their fated enemy? You think they would have learned eventually?
You know, when you put it that way, I do kind of wonder.
Like, Pirate Homeworld and Corruption is full of them.
You know, maybe they're not like as turbo evil as they say. Maybe they just want to make sure that Sammy has a choice. Maybe they're lonely and they want her to come visit, so they make little tunnels for her.
Or do you think maybe the pirates are actually employed by the Chozo to keep Samus occupied? Or kind of like that kind of thing where you go, right, let your kid go play in the ball pit and like pay a person $20 to keep them
The
occupied.
morph ball pit. Oh, this is the deep lore. Oh no, the conspiracy unfurls.
The pirates are just paid actors. Samus is running around with a Nerf gun.
Oh, that's what. Oh, so it's not yellows; it's Nerf balls that she shoots out of there. Oh, okay, it all comes together now.
So Sam Processing was a dud. I think it was just an ammo expansion, which Crash decides not to pick up. Now it looks like Op is also going to do the puzzle and be snagging themselves a cannonball. Oh,
No, he's opting to leave it.
He is opting to leave it. Now, the problem I have with leaving Cannonball in this precise location is you're not coming back here unless you're doing that storage C.
Yeah.
So it's like it's one of those things that you've literally made a conscious decision that if I come back for storage C, I'll pick it up then. Otherwise, I am not using Cannonball.
In what world would it be worth it to come all the way back for exactly the cannonball? I can't imagine a situation where it'd actually be convenient. I guess you'd want it for Chica, but like that's so far away, probably.
Yeah, I think it comes down to as to how soon do you see your Chica keys?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get your Chica hint? And therefore, if you're still in the area, you can come back for it. The benefit that we're going to see is that Crash, having taken the cannonball, can get his Amber Translator.
Oh, that's right.
And can then start going and collecting the relevant Amber hints. So Crash has a little bit of an early advantage of taking advantage of that cannonball at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see whether that pays off in the long run, or will Op be able to kind of take advantage later down the line with that. So Op is now in
double damage.
Yeah, Sandcast with a double damage. Double Ds. We like double Ds. They help us out.
For sure.
So it's hard to say where Op goes from here.
Well,
because the only thing I can think of is taking that elevator to Temple Transport Emerald, I think it was.
Assuming Emerald is the way that you come in from like Sanctuary side.
Yeah.
Which I think you're right about that. Assuming that is correct, then he gets 3 checks. He gets the one that's under the save station. He gets Dark Alpha Splinter. He gets the energy controller.
Yeah.
And hopefully, one of those is, something that gives us progression.
It's possible that we actually see Boost Ball, and with that Boost Ball, you're expected to logically go back for the Amber Translator to then go through Great Temple. Warrior's Walk, Doomed Entry, or the elevator. Well, Warrior's Walk is super locked, and if super requires Light Beam Ammo Gollop, I don't think.
Well, Shauna's saying that elevators are one-way replacement. So as far as I'm aware, that means if they go through that elevator, then the elevator that they're in won't take them back. They'll have a new place that they can go to. So there's a rabbit hole that they can go down.
Right. That explains why they were very hesitant on this.
Well, I mean, they just have to say before they go in there.
Yeah. So Crash has found Dark Suit in Doomed Entry because they went through the Pirate Lab portal. That was an option. Completely forgot about that.
That's gigantic. Oh my gosh. We want a dark suit. We always want a dark suit.
Yeah. And Op has indeed headed into Great Temple through that elevator.
I think it's probably the right play at this point. Oh, and it pays. Look at that, a violet. Wow.
Yeah. We can now read purple. So Orc with some purple and green reading abilities.
Purple is easily my favorite language.
I do like a bit of purple. I can't really say that it's the best one. I go with Amber. Amber's very close to Ginger. I've got to rep that. But I would say that Amber's a very close, Violet's a very close second.
Hmm.
So Alpha Splinter and Dark Alpha Splinter coming right up.
As far as I can tell, they're both just Echo Splinter.
Yep. They're just a mess of dark colours wiggling around on screen.
A vaguely splinter-shaped object.
Yep. Crash is heading towards the light beam room. Using that scan visor to...
Oh, there's a worm rave key.
Ooh. So this is kind of awkward. I realise that Crash walked up to a light and almost shot it with his dark beam.
Oh, there's a hamburger in there, and we can't get it.
No, we cannot. That's a bit of a tease.
That really is. But it's good information.
It's good information, definitely, but it's like the burger being such a good tool for like feeding your curiosity of the game world here, and I'm trying to run with this Burger King idea. But not being able to get it because of the lack of obviously light beam, that's going to be playing in the back of their mind.
Oh, that's another. Oh gosh, is that all the tickets we need for Worm Rave? No, I think we're short one, aren't we?
I think it's just 2 so far, yeah. Dark, I am all in on the Ginger thing. Like I've done it for years at this point. There's a reason I am the Ginger Chris. So Crash potentially taking a save warp. Yep.
Sure is. I imagine he's about to go down the rabbit hole as well.
Yeah. Up doing a wee slope jump to bang his head off a ceiling a few times until he clicks something.
Oh, that's the other Aegon key. Okay.
All 3
Aegon
keys sitting in great tempo. If that isn't a sign that you're going to a worm rave today, I have no idea what is.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, did he have gone straight down that elevator? He didn't know where that was going. He just kind of committed to it. Oh, well,
back to great tempo, I guess.
Okay. Wonderful. Very helpful elevator, that one.
So, where are we going this time? Temple Grounds.
Oh, this is the Aegon elevator.
It is, yes.
Oh, okay, great hint. Wonderful.
Yeah. Forgetting to get the item at the elevator.
Did he really? Oh no. Oh no. Did he peek at it or anything? Like, I'm concerned.
Was it just missiles? Right.
Okay. Well, in that case, that's fine. Carry on.
Oh. Yep, there we go. Crash has picked up Amber, taking advantage of the cannonball as we said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Ops heading back for some much needed R&R at the ship. Oh, that's nice. The first 2 gates are automatically unlocked. That's always a nice wee quality of life.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not. One of them is unlocked, but the other one is emerald.
If I recall correctly, the settings have something about some being randomly unlocked. So maybe that was just, I don't know, coincidence, perhaps?
Yeah. That's a bit of a tease. You open the first door and you're like, oh, I'm almost at my ship. You get to the second one and it's green. You're like, ah, well. So we're traveling through the Hive Chamber location. I can never remember these rooms, as I've said. And,
This is Hive B, I think.
yeah. Passing up on a set of missiles. With all unlimited missiles, they're kind of irrelevant pickups at this point.
Agreed. Yeah, I like how the runners have two very distinct play styles here. You know, Crash is taking his time and being super thorough with every area. Op is, I don't want to say rushing. Rushing kind of has the wrong connotation there, but he is hustling his way through here.
Yeah.
And not doing all the side quests, as it were.
Yeah, I think the conscious decisions between the two players of one picking up Cannonball, one not picking up Cannonball. Crash has more commitments to staying in Aegon to get those hints, which is going to do quite a number of good, I guess. Bad English, me not speak well.
You talk real good, TGC.
Thank you. At least someone believes me. Oh, there's the hint. All keys to Dark Aegon Temple can be found in Great Temple.
Wow, you don't say.
There's only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checks in there, so 3 of those are keys. That would put the fear in you, right? In the sense that Umos 2 could have a key.
Oh gosh, you're right. Oh goodness gracious.
So if you got that hint and then got the hint that Amorbis has something extremely required, you would end up with that fear at the back of your mind going, Umos 2 could have a red key, I need that red key. I think the Hive keys were noted as all being in Sanctuary there. That was another key hint.
I'm not sure what these two's kind of skill level is, but I mean, do you think they'll even need the Hive keys, frankly?
It depends. Obviously, it comes down to when Annihilator Beam turns up. I think both players are experienced enough that they'll do the Annihilator shenanigans and just going through the back door. I'm not 100% sure if they're experienced on doing the...
Like the gate skip is what I was thinking.
Yeah. But I guess it comes down to how far along Sanctuary actually is in this season.
True. Or cross our fingers if it even comes along at all.
Yep.
Torvis has the emerald.
Okay. Maybe going for a little bit of a holiday spa in Torvis.
Well, emerald's the only one that's not accounted for at this point. Crash isn't aware of Violet yet, but whether he realizes it or not, he's going to have all his translators for much longer.
Yeah. So Op now has Grapple Beam.
Oh.
And has just found Dark Visor. Ooh.
Oh, he's going to be allowed to see. Wow.
Is Dark Visor better?
In my opinion, yes.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, neither one of them is good.
But it's slightly better than Echo.
At least you can like make out shapes and things like at a longer range.
Yeah. So Op is in communication area. Just a wee missile pack. Gonna grab this Luminoff body hint. Life support system. So that you can, if I'm correct, you can write off because you're logically expected to have light suit to get there. So we know
that's
that
good. Okay.
I believe. So we just check it off as being an E-tank, I believe.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
The other suit is Hall of Honor dead, so it's definitely an E-tank.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, that's good knowledge. Huh.
So Crash starting the fight with these shady splinters.
And screw attack. Whoa. Whoa. Game is wide open.
Yeah.
Walls no longer exist.
Now we can spin to win.
Hmm.
Of going for this map station, which I actually quite like the feature of in these random elevator seats because it allows you to figure out where these places go before you actually approach them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is always good. Harvest Temple access, so we need Seekers for that. Aegon Portal access, we need Seekers for that one. So I believe that's the one that takes us out of the pipe.
I think it's probably worth it to go through elevators. Well, I guess he can actually go to the Aegon map and see where that portal would, where that elevator would take him afterwards.
Yeah, and just go on a wee kind of underground transit system.
Because if that's Aegon portal access, then that's the secret door, like you were saying. But then that elevator could lead somewhere else, and then that elevator could lead somewhere else. That's probably worth peeking at.
Get somewhere fun.
Mm-hmm.
Progressive grapple can be found 3 rooms away from Temple Fortress access. Yep, so that's the screw attack one that Op just picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Umos is storing a missile expansion today.
That's a relief.
Yep. Op accidentally triggering this cutscene, probably. Well, okay. Taking an extra few missiles. So yeah, Crash is now doing key collection, and they'll be happy to find that all the keys were readily available.
You can screw attack that!
Oh, the gate? Yeah.
What?
Only if you have space jump. For some reason, you don't get the height or you don't hit the interactable hitbox of the gate unless you have space jump. It's very unusual.
I thought all of those were power bombs only.
That gate, for some reason, reacts to screw attack.
That one just average. Okay, thanks, guys. You're wonderful. Oh my gosh. The fact that we don't have a light beam yet is making me a little anxious.
A wee bit, but it's going to be a bit of a weird one because from what Don was saying earlier on, Annihilator uses light, and as soon as you see Annihilator, then light beam is kind of defunct. Outside of light blocks, I believe, is probably the only requirement.
I was thinking like light doors. Like I realized that light beam is technically something that can be totally optional, but it's not fun.
Yeah, that's a very good point. We do have the light doors as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where is Op going? Because they've already done this lower loop.
Save warp? Save warp. Save warp. It's a save warp.
That's a good idea, actually, because they know they want to go back.
No, it's not a save warp. Well, heck, now I don't know what he's up to.
Oh,
it's
what's going on?
Do you think he's gonna go back to the Aegon elevator and go down a new rabbit hole, perhaps, or? Yeah,
that might be the plan here.
No,
I think it literally as a face of that elevator there takes them. I think that elevator takes them back in a closed loop that they can already do. Mm-hmm. So I think what Op's doing is taking the save and then exploring some of the other elevator loops.
Gotcha. I mean, I think that's the right play. You want to see where your elevators go at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, the Taurus Temple one or the Aegon Portal one as well. We can see where their loops go around. They aren't loops. Oh, they just...
Well, they're one way, and they're one way with replacement, I want to say.
So how does that one way with replacement work then? So is that one way anywhere, or is it slightly different to one way anywhere?
One-way elevator room with replacement. I'm gonna have to look that up because that's kind of fidgety.
Yeah, it's throwing me a wee bit. Oh, right, okay, so it's one way anywhere, but the anywhere will always take you to an elevator. But it doesn't necessarily create a loop of elevators. It means that you can have 3 different elevators that could all potentially go to the same elevator location,
Oh.
and then that elevator takes them to some other random elevator.
Okay, I actually kind of like that. I enjoy playing like one-way anywheres, but maybe this elevator shenanigans might be a little more fun.
Yeah, so Op spawned in Sanctuary just briefly and decided, nope, not interested. And we're back in Aegon Waste. I believe that was the Seeker door and the half pipe. So we're exploring further.
We must go deeper. Oh, the other part of Temple Grounds? Is this the Violet Gate, perhaps? No. Oh, this is Sankside.
Yeah, this is the Grand Softlock one. Phazon Grounds could be in logic with the fact that the Dark Suit is accessible, that is true. And we do have Dark Visor, and we do have Screw Attack, so all your tools for doing that room are available. Oh, and Craft is doing it. Oh, we can see. We might be returning to like the 1940s, 1950s kind of TV style in black and white, but still better than just shapes.
It's crazy being able to see.
It's only taken us 50 minutes.
Yeah. No time at all.
So Op has chosen to do a wee reset, head back to that save station. Curious to see what Op does with this now. Crash is doing a perusal of the map to try and make heads or tails as to what they want to do with their time here. Yep, so Op heading back into Temple Grounds, so presumably going to go explore another elevator. I think this is definitely a seed where I'd probably have to have a notepad to my side. Just to write up where all these elevators are going so you don't have to constantly open up the map and look at them.
You have to make yourself a flowchart.
Yep. Crash getting Screw Attack, you'll be happy to see that. Op having a little bit of a consideration.
I am a little worried about the Phazon Grounds, though. Folks in the chat were discussing that, and there's a very real possibility that could have something significant back there.
Yep. So I'm just bringing up the race time to see what's being said. So looking back at the race time, Crash had a little bit of confusion as to why they couldn't shoot normal shots.
Oh no.
Be informed that Power Beam requires light ammo, and he's like, ugh. Op is just questioning themselves as to why they reset. I don't think he has. I think he's getting bamboozled a little bit with the elevator placements.
I can't blame him for that.
The Siege is a bit of a doozy, Semper. It's a very interesting one for a 5th weekly.
This is a special kind of dark ether.
Yes. A little extra spice in the air today.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so Op is going to explore phasing grounds.
I think that's the play.
Take advantage of the screw attack for the reduced damage while spinning. Hard to see, but it looks... I think that was just a missile expansion, so he's going to reset out of that.
Okay, just kidding. It wasn't the play. I take it all back.
At least we know now. That's the important bit. Crash definitely looks as if he's a little confused as to what he's wanting or what's wanting to be done. So, looking at things, I have a very scary feeling that a Morbus is required. Because when you consider everything that Crash has done and you consider everything that Op has currently done, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot available to them. And with the 3 keys and a lot of elevators that keep returning to Aegon. Yeah, that's my next question is, do we logically have?
Crash knows. Crash knows.
Yeah. They don't have combat visor, Semper. There is no combat visor in the pool today. They started with Echo. They are blind as a bat.
I see what you did there. I'm not happy with you for it, but I'm picking up what you put down.
So yeah, outside of a save or a work to start, it's kind of hard to gather or ascertain as to what the logical method to returning to Aegon is. But it looks like Op is following on to the Amorbus play here. I'm curious if one of the great temple elevators that they had access to could have returned straight into Aegon. But again, it's hard to recall with where all these elevators are actually going today.
Well, they only had that portal elevator, I thought, right? That's Seeker Lock, so unless they're going to do some shenanigans with their screw attacks, I don't foresee that being the intended way back.
Yeah, so the Temple Grounds elevator was the Seeker Locked one, but I was thinking more Great Temple, where the keys were.
Oh, right.
Because I'm not sure, the elevator that came in, I don't remember where that went back out to. So that could have logically have gone back into Aegon once they picked up their keys.
That's true. Because
I don't recall what the gate was after they passed through it as well, because yeah, it was the Emerald side. But it might not have been an Emerald Gate today.
Crash is peeking into Sanctuary. They don't have boost, do they?
Not logically.
Oh, right. But Cannonball.
Yep.
Oh,
Crash
okay.
still retained that Cannonball, so more...
Oh, that's huge then. Oh my gosh. Well, assuming that Amorbus is not the progression that we should be pursuing right now, then being able to go into Sanctuary and do all these checks is actually enormous.
Yeah, but we can only do this single check here.
Right, because no light beam. We can't get in the front door.
Yep, no light beam, so we don't have the key to Sanctuary Fortress. We logically aren't supposed to be here, because Cannonball obviously isn't built into the logic. Logic doesn't expect you or require you to have Cannonball. So this singular check is going to be more of a visual check, potentially, or something massively out of logic.
If this actually pays off, that would be absolutely absurd.
Yep. So Crash needs to reset the room to swap the layers over so they can at least do the puzzle properly.
Mm-hmm.
Op is now heading into Dark Aegon again and is going to find the Dark Suit.
Which I'm sure he's going to be excited to see at this point.
Yep.
I wonder if he realizes how long ago he could have gotten that dark suit. Not that it's made a difference, not a significant difference, but
yeah, because Op is still technically, I would say, in the lead to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
They've checked more of the game world, but that's primarily because Crash spent a little more time gathering up hints.
Mm-hmm.
So Crash has a little more knowledge with the game world that they've explored so far.
It's very much a quality versus quantity kind of competition, at least on that front.
Yeah.
You know, how thorough are you being versus how much are you covering?
Crash does have screw attack. Or I'm pretty sure they have screw attack. Yep, there we go.
It seems he does, yeah. Call it a hunch.
Yeah, just a little bit. We've only seen one spin jump. Maybe they've just got spin jump and not actually screw attack.
I'm sorry, did the cannon not load? Hello?
It's possible they never activated it after coming in.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, they don't have power bombs, so they need to go up and over this.
Oh no. Okay, well, he can totally do it though. Like he seemed to have the aptitude and the
Crash went out the room, and I believe they went far enough, or it looked as if they went far enough down.
He went very, very far.
Yeah. So the issue here is that Crash needs to get up and over to... Yep, there we go. So that should be an easy pass over this time. Yep, and Crash obviously trying to retain that cannonball, so does not want to touch these cannon monsters. I'm trying to ascertain as to where Op is, but it is just darkness. Back to doomed entry, okay. Can we get into Battleground from the rear end? Is it not?
I'm pretty sure you need a light beam no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive about that.
So Op most likely saw that tease of a burger and is now stomping his feet all the way back to the save station to potentially warp out.
Seems that Crash's adventure here didn't pay off. Right. But he got a lovely hint for the Amber translator that he got ages ago.
To be honest, that's actually a good hint to a degree. That would be logical because they still don't have cannonball.
True.
It's just a shame that you can walk past the Amber and scan it.
It has to be Wormrave. It has to be Wormrave, right?
I think so.
I mean, it's going to be annoying without Light Beam, but...
They have infinite missiles.
Yeah.
Too bad. Yeah, it might be a bit of a slower fight, but you've at least got ammunition that you can just keep throwing. So, Crash getting bamboozled with more elevators here.
Oh, there's always save warping Dollop. I'm almost positive they have a lot of options on that front.
Yeah, the problem with save warping is that the save warp is never considered a logical path.
True.
So what we're missing is the link that says go to Great Temple, get your 3 keys, and then how do we get back to Aegon Temple? That's what we're trying to suss out. Yeah, the players can do it thanks to save warping, but is it logical? Is that expected?
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way.
So, welcome everybody to a Worm Rave. The three days that are amorphous love to let the ground rumble with their seismic tunes as they burrow underground. And Op has the perfect visor to listen to the beats with the echo visor.
Mm-hmm.
If only it was that exciting.
Those tasty worm jams. Let's go.
Yep, so one worm down, or one worm phase down, I guess. Crash is doing a save reset here.
Uh-oh.
I have a feeling, Sean, that the way Op likes to play sometimes is when it comes to these weird and quirky settings, Op likes to take them as they are, and is probably playing this with the intention that the Echo's visor is the base visor, so they are playing using that base visor. So they're living up to the concept here in the seed. Plus, it's fun this way. Yeah, Power Beam needs light ammo. That's why the super doors are out of scope for the time being. If the intended concept was to get Dark Visor, then you should have given them Dark Visor.
Well, I think the idea is that he wants as that Dark Visor is supposed to be a meaningful upgrade.
Yeah, but this gives us something more enjoyable. I enjoy seeing the black homogenized shapes of stuff.
What do we want to see on Worm Rave?
Light Beam. Light Beam opens up a lot of doors.
Well, just by virtue of having Light Beam, we'd have Super Missiles suddenly, and all the Light Beam doors, of course.
The thing that I am fear of is seeing Logical Boost Ball here for Amber, and then not knowing what Amber's supposed to do for us.
That's true. That's... Ugh. But we have Amber. We got Amber somewhere.
Amber's at the top of Crossroads.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Crash obviously stole that with his cannonball.
Right. I guess Boost wouldn't offer a whole lot at this stage.
No.
I suppose hypothetically it could, get us one step closer to Hall of Honor Dead. Is that Annihilator? What is that?
That's Sunburst.
That's a Sunburst?
I think.
It's
Darkburst.
Oh no.
That's horrible.
Okay, what was in Mining Plaza? Like they peeked at it, but I don't know what it was.
I'm pretty sure Mining Plaza is just a missile.
Oh,
Unless it was wrong and it's maybe Seekers. Could be Seekers, but again, it's so long ago and it was also a really awkward model to see through the blue haze. So yeah, Mining Plaza is a very good shout here. I believe so. Dark, yeah.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come down to that.
Yeah. So let's see, what do we know? We know that the elevator at the beginning of Aegon takes us to the Emerald Great Temple. We know that one of the elevators out of Great Temple takes us to temple grounds, and then a bunch of those elevators take us to secret doors, which we can't get through.
Well, obviously the solution is just to go out of bounds. Everywhere. Forever.
Yeah. But I'm not too sure if these two individuals are like highly versed in the Uber strats.
I don't blame them either way. Out of bounds is terrifying.
Like, I know, like, it's been a while since I've watched Op play Echo specifically. I know that once upon a time ago, Op wasn't very much versed in out of bounds, but I don't know if they've took the opportunity to change that as of late. So I can't really comment on that in full.
Well, it's a very deep and rich skill set, so it's not something that is necessarily easy to pick up right away. Even for folks' experiences Op.
Yeah. So Gob says Op doesn't know how to walk around. Crash knows a little bit. Okay. So Mining Plaza must just be a missile, because Op is literally just walking past it here. We have the tools.
I guess he had a better look at it than we did, perhaps.
Yeah. That's the elevator I've been very curious about, Gollop. I don't think we ever saw where this goes to. Vault side.
Oh, that's good, I think.
Yes. This is a new elevator too, so the vault side elevator we can't, or the vault side we can't do anything with because we need a power bomb, but this elevator might go somewhere. We can do that. We can do it.
No! It can't be like this, come on!
Now we need to do Dark Samus 2 to then see where the airy transport takes us.
That's disgusting! Oh, that's so gross! Oh, it's really funny. Oh, I hate that, but it's really funny.
There's no way out of this.
No, I'm sorry, that's a power bomb door back there. Oh.
So, Gollop, what happens if the elevator goes up and then the elevator goes down? Does it change the destination? This is...
Oh, it just gets worse.
Oh, that's a very good point. We don't have light beam to traverse the actual portal in Airy.
That's true. And then this is power bomb locked in it, so... Yep. Well, is it? Hold on.
Yeah, so the glass... Well, the glass...
The glass you had to break with the boost ball.
You need boost to smash through, so we can't... I don't think we can go out. So yeah, that's a dead end. That's a dirty one. So, yep. Transport Emerald is a dud.
Okay, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Pretty not good.
So... I think ultimately we are attempting to find some sort of solution to get to Torvis.
Need to get to Torvis. Need light ammo. Need to find either a light beam or an annihilator beam so we can shoot our supers.
Yeah. So it looks like the three runners in the race time are all showing their confusion because it feels like they've all started exhausting everything they can do. Crash believes that they have hit the complete wall. So it is possible that the ammo settings for this seed have caused a doozy of a seed. I don't know, Gollop, if you want to jump into the race time and have a little chat with them. since you're one of the weekly proprietors. Yeah, but no, Prime Hack isn't applicable. Like, we don't run Prime Hack on the weekly races.
Yeah.
Like, we're supposed to be running with the tools that are fully available to us in Randomania here, so we shouldn't really be designing or coming up with alternative strategies for the situation we're in. But it does look like our runners are a little.
Well, mildly befuddled by circumstances. Understandably so.
Yep.
This is kind of an unusual situation.
Yeah. Can't guarantee the cheat code is fully applicable because if any of our runners are on Nintendo, then that automatically disqualifies them at that point because they can't really do anything. So we'll see. We'll let Gollop come to a conclusion as to what they want to do. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, by the looks of it, racking my memory, I think they have explored everything and all the elevators have led to a dead end, which is gutting. Primarily, elevators all leading to Seekers being the required. Crash has dropped a forfeit in the race time. I'm still curious as to whether it was definitely missiles that were in Mining Plaza.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. I don't think picking up an ammo expansion would give you any ammo without the base weapon that the ammo is required for, i.e. lightning. Op is just doing some traversal, probably, yeah.
And snagging the cannonball, you know.
Op confirmed in the race time that cannon wasn't logical, so he knows that this isn't the line of play. But at least they can work with it a little bit. Crash, welcome in.
Hey. So, I think we've all kind of figured out what the problem is.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of a discussion on it, and we think we know the same as well on this end.
Yeah, I kind of demonstrated my frustrations with it before forfeiting. Why can't the other beam combos open super doors? That would have been so nice.
You know, that would be awesome. You're right.
I
don't think that's in the realm of possibility at the minute, but that would be a nice little feature.
Yeah. Yeah, because I tried to check everything possible, especially once I got to GFMC the first time, and I was really deliberating, like, what do I want to do here? Because these elevators could make me have to reset. But I figured I'll get the knowledge anyway, and if I happen to find something important, then that's fine. But then, by the time I finished doing that, I was like, wait, the only thing I haven't done is a Morbus. And if he doesn't have it, then I don't think I can beat this.
Well, like, you even peeked into Sync Entrance, which is definitely not logical at all. Also, how do you feel about that Amber translator hint out there? Did that bring any joy to your heart?
That was a bit of a gut punch. But the other thing that I thought about was that even if a Morbus was the last thing I had, there was no logical access back, because once you there were no other elevators that actually went into Aegon entrance, or I couldn't find seekers or power bombs or any of that either. So there was no actual way to get back to Aegon after getting all 3 Aegon keys in Great Temple, which that was cool.
Kind of hilarious.
Because when I saw that, I thought, oh, okay, well, Amorbus is probably going to be in Logic, but I'll go fight him later, I guess, because I got Temple Grounds access to do right now. And then the more I played, the more I realized I can't go back to him logically. So yeah, it was the supers. It's such a shame.
Yeah, the supers definitely seemed like they were looking at the breaking point, because the seed is obviously expecting you to be able to pass through a super door somewhere, but with the ammo requirement that is placed on the supers obviously not being a logical, what's the right word for it? It's not a foolproof. It's a very experimental feature on the Randomizer at the moment. But I think one of the more humorous things is that even though we knew we couldn't get back to Amorbus, and we're sitting there, we're deliberating, trying to figure out what is the logical return here, you eventually got to it. You done your save warp, you went back, Op done exactly the same thing to check it, only for you to be disgusted with a dark burst at the end of all that as well. So it wasn't even the logical line.
Yeah, it was, and I'm pretty sure it was a missile on Mining Plaza too, so it really was nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing that I wasn't too sure on. I thought it was a missile, but then I started second guessing myself, thinking, is this potentially even Seekers? Like, because there was 2 Seeker doors that we ended up getting linked to. But it was so hard to see what was in Mining Plaza, because the only way to see it at the time was Scan Visor, and Scan Visor was illuminating the full thing bright blue. Again, that would still be out of logic, because we don't have our logical return to Amorbus.
The thing is, I know how I probably could have finished this seed, because there was a elevator into Torvus Temple access where there's an out of bounds you can do in there, which I don't know how to do, but I could probably look it up and figure it out.
Yeah.
But I've never done that before, so I didn't want to try that now and fail. And also, I figured I'd rather just stick to logic and see if the seed is logically completable at all.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Op is currently trying to see if there's a way through it with the cannonball that's just been picked up, but obviously you have explored a lot of the seed with the cannonball already, so Op will probably get to the same stage and go, yeah, I don't think there's much else that can be done here. So it seems Nye, who is our third runner, is also doing some experimenting to see if they can get progressing, but we'll give Op the chance to explore.
Or is that Nye the Bath?
Nye the Bath, indeed.
Oh, yeah, he's such a lad.
Yeah, Nye's doing some out of bounds movement right now, so I think Nye will be able to beat it. But I figured, like, I could do this with some out of bounds, but I also kind of don't want to play the rest of this seed with these settings.
They're pretty magical, aren't they? Really special set of flags, aren't they?
That's a word for it.
The 5th weekly settings are always a very interesting conundrum to work with. Like, I like the idea of the curse settings to begin with, and I think it is just a gutting factor that we have been spurned by the experimental kind of feature there. Because if we were lucky enough to get Light Beam, because literally I think Light Beam would have saved us. Getting Light Beam would have given us the ammo to do the super doors and everything.
Lighter Annihilator, yeah.
Well, it was really a shame, because when I saw that double damage, I was kind of hoping, oh, maybe if this is unlimited beam ammo, I could fire my normal power beam shot. But that was double damage. It was like, oh, I'll take it. But then only later did I realize that really should have been unlimited beam ammo.
Would have been nice. Oh no.
So I'm not sure if
Nye's going for a power bomb. That might also power bomb expansion in
Oh yeah, there is that one. The one that was in what? The light beam room? Yeah?
No, he's going for a different one. It's in storage.
Oh.
Or is it bioenergy storage? Whatever that one is.
Oh, is that
It's normally a super door. So, yeah.
Is it just an expansion though? Or is it the mains?
It's just an expansion, but I mean that's still enough to use power bombs.
Yeah, still enough to go exploring. Seed's bug, but technically beatable. Yeah, it's technically beatable, but with out of logic aspects, which is obviously the questionable piece.
Completable from a min logic perspective, yes.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is let Op do some exploration. Maybe Op might have a breakthrough somewhere. There might be something we've missed. It's always possible.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get into that position where you think you've done everything, and literally, like, I've been in BK plenty of times in a multi-world where you think you've done every single thing you can do, and then you realise there's one little check.
Have you ever been the person in a multi-world standing on Samus' ship at landing site thinking to yourself, I've gotten everything, and there's an item behind the ship?
It's a very
me neither.
the very specific situation that I think not many people have experienced, but I too have done that.
I can't say I have much experience with multi-worlds, but that does sound like a good time.
If you haven't played multis, I highly, highly recommend. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I've tried multis like twice, and I just kind of got bored because I'm sure it's great if you have like a really good group of people to do it with, because then you're all chatting it up and having fun. So when you're sitting around for an hour, you don't mind. But I also don't want to sit around for an hour.
Group size matters, settings matter. You need to have parity with everyone's settings and some sort of similarity in skill set. Otherwise, you're going to have folks who are just going to be bored. But I don't know. I think like 2-player multis are a blast.
Yeah, the CGC is definitely a fun experience since that's kind of kicked off. The 2-player multis for CGC have been... I kind of rekindled my enjoyment of multi-worlds because I took a bit of a break from them. And it's been a good wee return to it.
I never managed to find a partner for that, so I couldn't enter the tournament. When's that going to be starting streaming, though? Is that
there's some stream going on right now, as far as I'm aware, if you're talking about CGC.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yep, started this week. There is currently, on the tournament resources, there is a spreadsheet I put together for the VOD links. So that spreadsheet will take you directly to the start time of the race, so you can do catch up if you want. But there is a race currently on, is it main SG?
It's SG3 right now.
SG3, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's German Galaxy versus Infinite Speed Squad right now.
I guess that would explain the low turnout for today's weekly.
Yeah. I think a lot of the people that are participating in the CGC as well are probably taking that as being the prime channel experience for the wee while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I believe it was said in Discord, I believe, that starting next week we're probably just not going to be running a restream for the weeklies because of the tournament. So.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is Op peeking into, I wonder?
Oh, I think I know. Wait, no, never mind. I was thinking, does screw attack work on the dark crystal there for that portal? But no, probably not, and you don't even have light or annihilator anyway to get back.
We still don't have echoes. The Emerald Visor, which is sitting in Torvis, so we can't even get to our ship. Yeah, I don't think there's much that can really be done without some out-of-bounds maneuvers. We've seen all the destinations.
Yeah, Op also just forfeited, so Nye's gonna soldier on with his out-of-bounds wizardry, but
yeah,
I think the two of us are done.
Yep. It's a shame, but it happens. We've had bug seeds in the past. I remember we had one for the Prime Weekly as well. where our seed logically expected us to do reverse labs, but we didn't have scan visor,
Oh.
so we couldn't go backwards.
Yeah.
So these things happen.
Yeah, I think our last fifth week weekly actually also, well, it wasn't bugged, but it was just like impossibly hard. Because it was the one where we had like oh no, I think it was a Halloween fifth week where we had like random one-way elevators to anywhere in both light. No, it was random one-way elevators to anywhere in the dark world only. And what ended up happening was in the first like 20 minutes, the game expected you to fight Chica, and with like one E-tank, Varia suit, space jump. It was just impossible. We couldn't do it.
Yeah. But I think the fifth weekly, it definitely seems like there's a penchant to make more cursed presets on the fifth weeklies.
Well, I'd rather they be more wacky than cursed, because we did.
Yeah.
There was one that we did last year where it was like you start with Annihilator and infinite Annihilator ammo as like your main beam, but you don't have power beam or charge. Well, you don't have power beam, you have charge. But like that's fun. Something like this where it's like you can't see. That's that veers a little into the malicious intent area.
Yeah. Like I think they are to a degree designed to be the kind of quirky, but Randomania's nature is to try and do some heinous activities with what you give it. I think Randomania seems to have a personality of its own, which I really enjoy sometimes. But yeah, the Echo Visor start is definitely it was definitely fun for us as viewers. It was fun for us. But I wouldn't put it past, if I was in that situation of having to walk around with my eyes sewn shut, with my bat ears ringing out everywhere, I probably would got kind of like turned around quite easily with it.
What's up, Up?
Hey.
So that was a good time, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was wrong with the seed?
We could not use supers.
Yes.
Because
we need charge, right?
Oh, we need light ammo to use.
Oh, that's right. And it's all light beam had all the ammo, right? Like dark beam did.
Okay. Exactly.
So the experimental feature for swapping the ammo requirements on the beam weapons and the charge combos is what's probably a kind of issue here. So logically, your progression is probably sitting in like Warrior's Walk or Storage D we confirmed as a power bomb, or Storage C, sorry. There's probably Warrior's Walk actually, or Battleground. Your progression.
I figured it was something like that with how early we got supers. And then I saw Sank Vault Side, which would have been good if I had a power bomb. But like everything was locked behind what I didn't have. At least logically. I know I could have probably done the secretless secret door thing, but I haven't practiced that much. Yeah, I don't know if it would have. Actually, it might have gotten me progress. Might have gotten me into Torvis.
What I was thinking was, since you had access to Torvis Temple access elevator, you could do the out of bounds in there.
Yeah, I don't.
And then just walk around, but I don't know that, so.
I don't know that either. Where was Light Beam?
We don't know. Gollop has confirmed in text that it's in a very, very bad location.
Yeah, Nye's still running, so we don't want to reveal it, but
yeah.
Well, we'll see how much longer Nye's going.
Yeah. But it's a shame that we did end up with a bugged seed, but it's not, as I was saying, it's not the first time that's happened. We've encountered these before.
Yeah, that happened on one of my presets, like a year ago, a couple years back.
So,
God.
Go on, Crash, before I continue.
Well, now, I just wanted to say, whoever made this preset, I have some choice words for them after this is over.
Well, you can leave that to the race results.
Yeah.
So up on the topic of just the initial kind of journey through the game before we got to the point of it being bugged. How did you feel with the settings and the echo visor start and stuff like that? What's your kind of output on that?
I didn't mind the Echo Visor start, but combat not being in the pool caught me by surprise. I think I missed that part in the preset when I was looking over it, or misinterpreted that. I thought it meant like you didn't start with it, but no, you don't get it at all.
Yeah.
And having to charge single power shots was annoying.
It
So
took us a while to realize why that was happening because I was sitting there, me and Tiffy were talking as we were looking at the kind of the course of the two of you running through it, and it took you like a good few minutes to take jump guarding down to like a relative health, and I was confused. I didn't realize like you actually had to constantly charge up to get a power shot or to get like decent damage, and then you switched over to your dark beam. So it wasn't until then that I realized what the actual ammo settings were or the degree.
yeah, yeah, I saw that. I saw it in the race time that you needed light beam ammo for it. So I was like, oh, okay, no wonder.
Bit of a doozy.
Yeah.
Right, so
Good.
anything else you want to comment on? What about your Amorbus prize?
Not good. And not being able to see as well got me the worm rave a couple times.
Mm. Yeah, it's very difficult to like just make out anything. Like it's literally just a blob in the center of the room when it comes to Amorbus.
Dark Visor kind of helped.
Oh, I
Oh.
forgot I had that.
Oh,
Oh, is that what it was? I did what
Yeah.
he asked.
We had a little bit of banter back and forth about Dark Visor. Really? I guess that was it. Just slipped the mind.
Yeah, and I never think of Dark Visor as a combat tool. I just think of it as like, finding items.
I mean, to be fair, when I was doing the Sank entrance, I forgot I had screw attack until I accidentally used it to get onto the platform. Like, oh right.
What happened?
How did you get there? Did you out of bounds?
What, the Sank entrance?
Yeah.
Cannonball.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Wait, no, I didn't need cannonball. Oh right, yeah, cannonball
the boost.
to open the boost.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, the biggest difference between the two of you was that when you both entered labs pretty much the same time, maybe a bit of room of difference. Op chose to go left and Crash chose to go right. So you high-fived as you went round, but Crash picked up the cannonball, where you decided to delay that pickup potentially for later down the line. So that's where the kind of the main deviance came between the two of you, because Crash was able to get like amber in the hopes it would lead somewhere, get all those amber hints, and then go to kind of Sank entrance. But obviously, ultimately, you both resulted in the same conclusion by the end of it.
Yeah, I was trying not to rely on Cannonball for logical progression, but I just couldn't figure out any other way, and even that didn't help me at my skill level. Like I said, the only thing I could think of doing was the Secretless Secret Door thing. So I should probably practice that.
And to confirm, the item in Mining Plaza was definitely a missile, yes.
Oh, I got that kind of blurred up because, well, first of all, I get seats mixed up, and I thought it might have been beam ammo there, or maybe infinite ammo. I thought I saw an icon that kind of looked like that, but I guess I was thinking of another seat.
But no, anything else from you, Tiffy?
This is, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry about those settings. Oh my, oh my gosh. I can't believe the echo start. Oh, you poor babies. I'm so sorry.
Was it you?
No, no.
But it was even worse before I requested to make item models visible because they were hidden. and the scans were hidden.
Oh no. No.
So that would have just made it like longer. Not really worse, just longer.
A good improvement, I think.
Yeah.
But no, that's all I've got. Just wow. These are the kind of seed settings that I would play solo. For a
These are
good
the
old.
kind of seed settings I wouldn't even touch solo. Nah, like I've messed around with the visor swapping in Prime, and it's gimmicky to begin with, but I eventually got to the point where I was like, you know what? I really just miss combat visor. I can just do with a little bit of combat visor.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, I think that is us, folks, on the channel. Don't think there's much else we can say. I think we've discussed everything from the seed that was available to us. So I guess for those in chat, drop some follows onto our racers, Op82, Crash, Boom, Bang. Go follow Tivy. I don't know. Do you stream a lot, Tivy? Do you stream?
Not even a little bit, no.
Go drop Tivy a wee Twitch follow regardless. And then obviously go follow our trackers today, Jojo and Gollop. They done the amazing job of clicking half the tracker that we had available. They got a light job out of this. And if you're interested in more Prime content, there is a cross-game cup race happening over on SpeedGaming 3.
Right now. Right now.
Right now. And you can see some Prime and Echoes multi-world 2v2 action. That's probably where I'll be popping over to as soon as I'm done in here.
Can recommend. CGC is great fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, any final parting words from Crash and Op?
Not really.
Nah, nothing here.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for tracking trackers. Thanks for commentating. I'll see you next mission.
Yeah, see ya.
Thank you, Tivy, for letting me join you.
I'm so glad you were here. I was so scared.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You could have held up the fort by yourself. You could have done it.
We'll see about
that. But no, chat, that is us done for now. So thank you very much for tuning in. And as Op has said, as Crash has said, we will see you all next mission. Ta-ra.
Ciao.